So today on our Behind the Grind series, we're here with the lovely
Keywanda Jackson.
and Miss Keywanda. Can you tell my audience what it is that you do?
Hi audience. I am a hairstylist and a salon owner of 12 years. But last year, March, I launched a skincare line, an all natural skincare line. Um, what I've noticed is I looked on my container of my makeup and I didn't know what was on my face. And so
Right.
my tagline is, what's on your face?
Oh, that's a good tagline.
So I wanted to make a product that you can look at it and say, these are the things on my face. I know what they are. I know where they come from. You can get an organic clean without any of the chemicals.
Right, because it's funny that you say that because I think like 2 or 3 days ago I was just watching a tutorial online, and that's the same thing the lady was saying on the tutorial. She was like, yeah, you can't use this product, especially drugstore products, because they put a lot of cut cost chemicals in there.
Absolutely.
So that the product would be cheaper, but you pay for what you get. So I don't know where they got that from.
um, it's been going really well. The skincare line. I got a heavy concentration right now on the men's line.
Oh, so you have a men's line?
I do.
Oh, that is awesome.
I do.
Okay.
I'm really excited about it. When I went to tell the men about the scrubs and the moisturizer, the first thing guys say is, "Oh, I don't want to be greasy," and I'm like, "No, I'm not your mother. I'm not gonna slather you down with Vaseline." Right. Like it's like legitimate skincare. So it took them a little while to get acclimated to the scrub and to the moisturizer, but the barbers use the scrub for a scalp exfoliation for their bald clients.
Oh, that's cool.
And they also use the skin hydrator on their bald clients.
Okay. And what products do you actually carry?
So I have a coffee scrub. It's called Caffeine Power Up. The beautiful thing about this scrub is that I found a gentleman who actually roasts his own coffee.
Oh.
And so he roasts it to my specifications so it can maintain the highest count of caffeine. Because I don't know if, the audience knows that caffeine does several different things.
Yes. Well, actually, I'm sorry. I'm speaking for myself. I jumped the gun a little bit too fast.
So caffeine, what it does, it helps reduce cellulite. Yeah, I have it in a couple spas. They use it as a cellulite treatment. So they exfoliate the leg and then wrap it in the saran wrap and let them sit for like 20 or 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And right there, that reduces the fat cells. A lot of times, the African American women, we have the dark circles under our eyes, which is actually stagnant blood.
Oh, I have it all the time, and I'm light skinned, so it shows.
So what the caffeine count does is that it helps break that up gradually and kind of reduce the darkness of the circles.
Oh, that sounds like one of the first scrubs I'm gonna buy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because I definitely need both sides, the cellulite and the under eye. The under eye.
Inside it, I have orange peel for antibacterial, antifungal. I have cacao, which is chocolate. A lot of people don't know chocolate is a natural sunscreen.
Oh, no,
for
I didn't
our skin,
know that.
right? And I have that in there. Then I have cinnamon. Now, the cinnamon is probably the best thing ever aside of the caffeine, because what cinnamon does is it rushes blood and nutrients to the surface of your skin.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll feel a little tingly on it, but that's just the cinnamon bringing everything up front. And so when you have all your blood and like fresh nutrients to your face, it makes you look like you had a little work done when all you did was really use my scrub.
Oh, man.
It gives you a little ooh la la, like where have you been today?
I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to want to use that scrub.
Yeah. I hope and pray so. I think it.
And what other products do you have?
So I do have a skin hydrator. The thing about the skin hydrator is I wanted to make a product that went directly into the skin and hydrated the first 3 dermises of your skin.
Mm-hmm.
So the skin hydrator, aloe-based hydrator, and I have vitamin C, vitamin E. Kukui nut oil is my new favorite oil. It's from a nut in Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
And what it is, it goes right into the skin.
That
so
sounds
you don't
good.
have any, heavy overlay, anything like that. So that and the aloe combined going right in makes the hydrator awesome.
I don't know. You might take all my money. I feel like you're gonna take all my money because
I'm here for it.
Because I definitely need a lot of those products. Because lately I've been on the natural journey, not just with my hair, but all in all, eating, the products I use. And I noticed there's a lot of consumers out there that is on the same path. So it's kind of good that those products resonate with them.
Right.
So other than that, what are the men products?
So basically, the men and women's line are very, very similar. I had to do some reformulating for the men's line because of, them not wanting as much moisture, and us ladies were like, yes, we need to moisturize everything.
Right.
So the men have the skin hydrator. They have a face wash called the Deuce.
Okay.
Because it cleans and hydrates at the same time. I'm a big fan of hydration because you're going to hear me say hydrate.
No, you need it. That's why people need to drink plenty of water.
Yes.
Get that in there and add that extra hydration on their face
yes.
and their skin. You can't walk around
important.
looking dry, especially this time of the year.
Yeah, and the summer too. You need something that's going to moisturize you and not make you hot.
Right, and sweaty and feel slippery.
Yeah.
All that good
that
stuff. All that good stuff.
The mint scrub is actually a mint walnut scrub.
Oh.
That I have not named yet, actually. I've been racking my brain trying to name it.
A mint walnut scrub.
Yes, and it has a little less of the emollients than the caffeine scrub.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you'll come across the right guy to buy it, and you're like, you know what? I know what I'm gonna name it now.
Right. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it takes time. Like, sometimes when I'm trying to think of stuff, it's hard, but then like when you're off doing something else, it just comes to you and you're like, that's what it is.
You know how I name a lot of things? I go on my Google, and just for instance, how I got the name of my scrub, I put in coffee, and I went to each country to see what the word coffee looks like.
I do that too.
So when I came across Kava, I was like, that is so cool. And then I sat with it for a couple days, and I was like, okay, this is it.
And you actually know what it means.
Yes.
It's not like you just made up a word and came up with your own meaning for it. It's like it has an actual meaning.
Yes, Google is my friend. Google in the other countries.
Because, like me and the hood people, we'll make up a word and just put our own meaning behind it. Because I definitely.
Are you sure that's what that means?
And I'm like, yes, that's exactly what it means. And that's just what it is until somebody find out. Otherwise, you just made it up.
Right, I'm just going to roll with it.
I've made up a lot of words over the years on stuff. And it's like, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited about the things that are happening with Kava Skincare. I've gotten invited. Like, I used to have to search for venues and events, but now I'm getting invited to venues and events. So that kind of takes a lot of the work out of it.
You know, that's what they say. They're like, keep grinding until you don't have to reintroduce yourself to people.
Right.
So that's when you know you made it.
Right.
And you know you made it to the big league when people are like,
yes, she called me.
And that's the best feeling in the world is an entrepreneur or a small business owner, because it's like you put so much work and you want people to love what you love because you love doing it.
Yeah.
And once that come over, you're like, oh, they finally get it. They finally get it.
And getting it is that's the battle. Because the skin hydrator, because I kept it, I wanted it to remain a gel and not convert into a cream. It took me a month and a half to work that formula. And because I make all these things myself.
Okay.
by hand. I label everything. It's all me. Like all
All
my
packaged.
love is on
It's
everything
all
that someone
in-house.
buys. Yes.
So is that a harder process for you to do in house? Is because I me as a doing my magazine and stuff, and I do everything myself. Sometimes I find it hard to get things done on time. Do you find that it's hard to get things done on time, or like you feel like you should have, maybe I should have got these labels made or got someone else to put these labels on for me?
So, yeah. It's I don't know, cuz when you're first starting your grind, you just want your hand on everything.
Right.
And I'm at the point now that I will outsource some things just so I can make room, for
For the
other
bigger
things,
picture.
yeah. But I set aside specific days to work on my skincare line, and then I also have my personal clients because I am a hairstylist.
Right.
So, like as for instance, today, if you look around, I'm about to start mixing up scrub. When we get done, because it's my day to mix.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. So I mix a day, let everything resonate, and then I package.
So do you do all this in the same day, or do you break it down?
I break it down.
each
Like
day?
today, I will mix, and tomorrow I will package it and label it.
Okay. And how can people find the product? Do you have a website?
I do. It's www.kavaskincare.com.
Okay.
All social media at Kava Skincare.
So you're on Instagram, Facebook,
Snapchat, everything.
Okay. So
Everything.
you like way ahead of me because I'm only on Instagram and Facebook. I'm
I
a
had to
little
get
nervous
some help,
about
but
that.
I'm there.
Yeah, that Snapchat and Twitter. I don't know. That's the devil. Because you get in all sorts of trouble on those two things. Instagram and Facebook is good because you can put out what you want and you don't have that extra negativity coming back. As far as like once you really get started, I've noticed online that a lot of people, they bash you for doing good versus congratulating you on overcoming obstacles. It's like once they see you as a certain person, they don't feel like you should grow anymore. Right. So have you faced any of those problems on social media?
I have social media and just and personally.
Mm-hmm.
So
how do you keep going despite the naysayers, the negative vibes that people try to throw on you? Because you have to wipe that off and keep pushing.
I don't care what they say. At the end of the day, I can literally see the finish line.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got like those blinders they put on the horses when they race. I can't see either side of me. I see the finish line, so I have to just I can't entertain it.
Right.
I can't entertain it. So I just try to stay very positive and keep a good energy and have people with good energy around me because it's grind ain't easy.
It definitely is not easy. I don't care what it is. Even the YouTube and Instagrammers, like I commend them because I've tried it and it's hard. It's like trying to shoot a video and not mess up. You're like, how do they do this all day? Like they do this all day.
I would just be torturing myself all day. Like, is it right? Is it right? Is it right? And
yeah.
Then, of course, it'll never get out because I won't think it's right. So, hence, I do outsource my social media because I do not have time to do that.
Right. Do you think you have more effect on your brand as far as getting your name out there with the social media platform, or do you think it's more of person to person?
For me, more person to person. Like I do a lot of events, and it's just really good to sit down and talk to people because once you're there, you with your product, people have questions that they're
right.
not going to be able to ask in Kroger and Walmart and any drugstore.
Right.
So you get to have time to actually have a personal interaction with them, and they feel comfortable enough to come to you if they have an issue or a skin problem or
right.
or whatever.
So as far as the skincare, you do that, but do you have any hair products that you're gonna work on? Or you're doing?
Not at the moment.
You're like, no.
Like, not at the moment. No.
Do you have any favorite hair products you like to use?
Oh gosh, I use a little bit of everything. Like, literally. I think my favorite thing is still something natural. I do a lot of natural hair, a lot of locks. So I use a shea peppermint butter on my clients' locks and on their scalps and stuff. That's my absolute go-to to keep the locks like nice and juicy.
Yes, and vibrant.
Yes.
Unlike mine, they've been through a lot of stuff these past couple of months, but
they don't look bad, girl.
You know, I keep getting that, but in my mind, I feel like I have to do my hair. That's how I walk around. It's like, I can't go there with my hair looking like this. That's why I like doing voice record interviews.
So you can just come. We're actually in our pajamas. Y'all just don't know.